Hi there, Sam from the Sons of the Cellar here. So yesterday I did a video, which was just going through news of stuff that's come through over the last few weeks since the last time I did a video. And one of the things that I spoke about was obviously with Paul Chambers leaving us as manager, um, Danny Lye taking over as caretaker manager. And we all knew that, but we didn't have a determined amount of time of how long he was going to be there. Well, literally 20 minutes after I published the video online and shared it about and said, hey everybody, look what I just made, the man himself, Danny Lye, puts out on Twitter that yes, he wanted to put all the rumours aside and he wanted to let everybody know that he will be taking over as caretaker manager until the end of the season, which annoyed me a little bit. So I've had to make a complete new video from scratch. Forgive the hastiness, and it's not great quality, and you'll understand why. So I'm going to go against the tide a little bit here. I've been reading a lot of opinions on forums, on Facebook comments, um, and a lot of people aren't as satisfied as I am with Danny Lye coming in as caretaker manager for the duration of the season. And I can understand people's views. Obviously, we would have, in a perfect world, wanted somebody with more experience at rather our level or the league above. Um, but my argument for that is he has got that. Not as a coach, granted, but he was always a utility player, always willing to play rather just behind the attack, in the midfield, either side of the wings or of the flanks, in defence, whether it be out on the flanks or whether it be in the centre of defence. He's just so willing to. He was always so willing to go all over the pitch. And I remember him from town days. I remember him about 2006, 2007 time when we had the likes of Jody Thorogood. We had Asa Hall in on loan from Birmingham City. Not many people remember that, but I do. I remember him being terrible. But we had a lot of players at that time that were really good. And he was always a standout one. I mean, the chant was always Danny Lye, Danny Lye. And he was always a fan's favourite because, like I say, he just poured his heart into every performance that he gave. He always gave 110%, maybe a little bit more. And I believe it's that kind of raw passion, that commitment, that determination, which will stand him in good stead, becoming manager of us for the time being. Um, I also believe because he knows how the club works, playing his town, playing for us when we were town, playing for us now that we're United, he has an understanding of the club's ethics and where the club wants to go, what direction he wants to go in. And I believe that's a key factor as to why he's been brought in, because a lot of the players, a lot of the fans, the owners, the chair, the board, we all share the same ambition that we want to see our little hometown team go on through the leagues. The Don Crosby has said before that he could definitely see us in the conference, and I share that same ideal because Ashford, relatively, is the same size as a town, same size as it's actually bigger than Blackburn, and about the same size as Burnley. Blackburn and Burnley, in their small areas, not the size of Ashford, have a wealth of support. They, although they may not sell out every game, they do definitely get a good almost 20,000. I mean, Blackburn, they won the Premier League in the 1994-95 season. That was the year I was born, incidentally. And Burnley won the Premier League last year, and they were getting regular home attendances of about 26,000. And I believe, obviously, we're a long way off that. I'm not going to stand here and say, right, let's move into a big 30,000 seat stadium in the town centre and it'll all be alright. It's not. It's going to take a lot of planning, a lot of hard work, a lot of determination from not just the people on the pitch, but the people working behind the scenes, people pulling the strings. It needs correct precision. It needs to be guided. If we're going to get up into the conference, which, like I say, I believe is totally achievable, we need to harness the club's support, or a shockingly absence of. The people who turn up to games are the diehards. I mean, our average attendance last year was 180, which, considering the average in our league is around about 65, 70, is bloody amazing. Pardon the French. I don't know if that's a swear word anymore. Anyway, and the people go are hardcore fans, but you don't see many new faces come through. And when they do, they don't stick along. They stick around for long. Um, and I know a lot of people had grievances about Sons of the Cellar when we first started up. They said, "Oh, they won't last." But the people in the Sons of the Cellar rather grew up kind of 5, 10 years ago, coming along to games with their dads or with their mates, and then they had to go away and work, and various factors like that. But there isn't enough new supporters coming through, apart from, and I'm not going to take the credit for this, but when they come through with the Sons of the Cellar, when I get my friends and they get their friends and they get their friends. But I believe the biggest step that we can do right now is get behind Danny Lye's Green and White Army, because there is so much potential. We've got this brand new pitch going in, which is going to put us a level above so many teams in our league, because not many teams will have such a perfect turf as we do. I mean, I'm looking at the bigger teams in our league: Everton, Belvedere, um, the dark horses Holland and Blair, uh, Greenwich Borough. Teams like that. But none of them have what we're going to have. And we'll also, with the squad that we've got some fantastic players. Stuart Zanoni, record breaker. Every time he steps into a football pitch, there's the chance that he could do something really special. He could go and grab a couple of goals, or famously, one night in Linfield, he grabbed 7. He scored 7, Zanoni. He scored 7. Um, and we are moving in the right direction. And I believe that the best way for us to move forward, any jot forward, is for us to get more fans in. And that's the point of this video. So I want people to know we've got a fantastic manager, we've got prospects, but we just need you. It's our town, it's our team, it's our past, our present, our future. We're all moving in the same way. We've got to get behind our hometown team. Anyway, sorry for rambling on, which is probably rubbish, but I just wanted to get my opinion out there, and that's the point of the internet. Anybody can. So from one of the boys one of the Ashford boys making all the noise. Come on, you nuts and bolts.